What's going on, everybody? Brian Power here to talk BYU and number 8 Texas. A 3:30 Eastern Time kickoff this Saturday from the wonderful city of Austin. What if I told you that in the previous 5 meetings, Texas is 1-4 straight up and 0-5 ATS against BYU? And they've been outscored by an average of 19 points per game. All of that is true. I'll be letting you know how to bet Saturday's matchup in just a moment. But first, let me talk to you about a great site-wide promotion we've got going on right now at wagertalk.com. You can get a 3-day all-access from your favorite Wager Talk handicapper, myself, or anyone else. Just $49 for a limited time only. That's $20 off the normal cost of a 3-day all-access, which is obviously $69 is the normal cost. And it's a great week, in my opinion, to try a 3-day pass, because not only is there football every day, but the NBA tips off on Tuesday. Something I'm really excited about is the return of Champions League soccer. I am a perfect 8-0 combined this season in the Champions League and Europa League. So head on over to my page right now. That's wt.buzz/BP to get your 3-day all access. And to get that $20 discount, be sure to use the coupon code ACCESS3 at checkout. That's ACCESS, number 3. And you can get every play I release for the next 3 days for only $49. And important note, no cap on how many times you can take advantage of that coupon code. So if you get my 3-day all access once, it's a great 3 days. Come right back and get another 3 days for $49. Or you can get 3 days from multiple handicappers at the same time. Again, just be sure to use that coupon code ACCESS3 at checkout. Okay, Texas, BYU. What do you say? So there were 4 newcomers to the Big 12 this season: BYU, Cincinnati, Houston, and UCF. That quartet has combined for just 3 conference wins thus far. 2 of those 3 wins, though, belong to BYU, one of them coming last week. But odds makers don't like the Cougars' chances this week, however. Per the wagertalk.com odds screen, Texas currently a 17.5-point favorite. That is down, though, from the opening number of minus 19. Total open 52 is now 51. Now, it certainly wasn't easy for Texas last week against one of the other Big 12 newcomers, as the Longhorns benefited from what was a terrible spot by the officials in a 31-24 win at Houston. Steve Sarkisian's team did not come close to covering the number in that one. They were 24-point road favorites. It was the Longhorns' first game, of course, since suffering their first loss of the season to Oklahoma. Should be noted, Texas came out strong against Houston, building a 21-0 lead. That was good. But while they outrushed the Cougars in the game 141-14, the secondary for the Longhorns really struggled against the Houston passing attack. Overall, for the game, Houston had the edge in total yards, 392 to 360. And I really, again, cannot stress what a bad spot Houston got on what looked to be a first down. Texas was just 3 for 12 itself on third down in the win, but 3 for 5 on fourth down. Of course, though, the big story coming out of that game, not just the bad spot by the officials, but quarterback Quinn Ewers suffered an injury to his throwing shoulder, and he's going to miss this game against BYU. Malik Murphy, he's now expected to be the starter for the Longhorns. He finished the game against Houston. He was in there for what ended up being the game-winning drive, but let's not credit Murphy too much. He was just 1 of 2 for 7 yards. We also should not forget, for what it's worth, Arch Manning, the nephew of Peyton and Eli, is also on this Texas roster, but he's yet to take a snap this season. As for BYU, they just beat Texas Tech 27-14 as 3-point home underdogs. It was the Cougars' first win over a Big 12 holdover. Their first conference win was against fellow newbie Cincinnati a few weeks ago. The key to victory for BYU against Texas Tech, pretty obvious, +5 turnover margin. The Cougars actually were outgained 389 to 277 by Texas Tech, but they scored 13 points off those 5 turnovers, and that was the difference in the game and why BYU won. Another positive for BYU against Texas Tech, a season-high 150 yards rushing. Previously, the Cougars ranked dead last in the Big 12 in rushing yards. So how should we play this game between BYU and Texas? Well, with BYU off a bit of a phony win, Texas not having its starting quarterback, I am not really interested in playing the side, got to be honest. So let's play this game under the total of 51. I think BYU is going to try to lean on that run game again, and it may or may not be successful. Probably won't be, but they're going to try. And the Texas offensive game plan is going to be pretty vanilla with Murphy in there, I believe. So under 51 is my official lean for this one. Now, if you like what you heard here, go ahead and smash that like button. Be sure to subscribe to the Wager Talk YouTube channel so you don't miss any of our exclusive sports betting content. Also, all first-time WagerTalk.com customers receive 15% off anything and everything in their cart on their first purchase. No cap or limit, including everything from daily to the long term, those subscriptions. And then the discount is automatic with no coupon code needed. If you're looking for more college football game previews, trends, stats, you're in the right place. Just be sure to click on this next video.